Shalom. We're giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Double honors to your apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. Just real quick through the Spirit. Just wanted to touch on some benefits when it comes to fasting, being that we are in a Day of Atonement, which is a 24-hour dry fast, no eating or drinking of anything of any sort, which is a way of, afflicting our soul, humbling ourselves, and coming before Yahweh Bashim El Shai. All right. Which, at the end of the day, it all equates together. All right. Because, the more and more we cut the flesh off, the more and more in tune spiritually we become. And the closer we get to Yahweh Bashim El Shai. All right. So that's why, things like this are important. All right. In maintaining our relationship with Yahweh Bashim El Shai. All right. Especially now that, the days that we're coming into, Lord willing, this could be the last time, the last Day of Atonement on this side. This could be the last, push to really make amends and be found in the Lord's good graces before judgment comes, with the talks of everything that's going on, with all this so-called inside information that's coming out, all right, about near future events, but nevertheless, like I said, I just want to touch on some of the health benefits when it comes to fasting. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start off here. I'm going to start off here in Ecclesiasticus chapter 30. It's starting at verse Ecclesiasticus 30. In verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. So basically, there is nothing like having good health, all right? Having good health, having a sound body, a sound mind, at that, that far supersedes having any type of wealth, money. Because what good is it if you have all that money, wealth, and you can't even enjoy it? And I often think of someone like a Stephen Hawking. You look at someone like Stephen Hawking, all that money that he had, he couldn't do much with it. You see, and I can bet top dollar, that Stephen Hawking, if he could trade all that wealth and all that money in for a sound body, he would have, because I think it tells you in this chapter, if I'm not mistaken, how there might be another chapter, but the continual sickness, death being better than a continual sickness. It's verse 17, actually. In verse 17, it says, death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. So you see, so what a good, again, is having all that money if you can't even enjoy it. All right, that's why, like I said, having a sound body supersedes all of that. You see, and, being that we are in captivity, we have to make do with what we got, make the best of what we got. All right. So you see, man, this is all part of the game. As far as health is concerned, taking care of your health, maintaining your body, you know, because the way that I look at it personally, I try to keep myself up. And even the scriptures say that bodily exercise profits little. All right, and though it profits little, it does profit. You know, and the way that I look at it personally is like, a part of why I keep up with myself and to the best of my ability is, I don't want to be a burden on my brothers. You know, um, as far as the camp, you know, slowing other brothers down and missing camp and things of that nature. You know, you just want to stay as up to par as far as your health as much as possible. And fasting is a very, very underrated yet powerful, extremely powerful tool that we can all add to our arsenal. All right, we can all add to our arsenal because, like I said, man, and I'll say it again, it's a very, very underestimated tool, yet powerful tool. Because again, the power of fasting. Like I said, more and more, the more you cut the flesh off, the more in tune you are, and more interconnected you are with your Yahweh Shai. You see, so yeah, being more in tune spiritually. All right, your prayers being more magnified. You know, um, but not only that, man. Like I said, I could be here a whole nother. I could be here for a few hours just going into many, many, many benefits going into fasting. But just through the spirit, just want to keep this short, to the point, and as much as possible. So I'm just gonna play this quick video real quick.
So let's talk about the hourly benefits of what you experience when you do a fast. So 48 hours into a fast, blood sugar levels fall, all food has left the stomach, insulin is no longer produced. 12 hours later, food consumed has been burned, the digestive system now goes to sleep. Next, the body begins the healing process. Human growth hormone begins to increase. Glucagon is released into the bloodstream to help balance out blood sugar levels. 14 hours later, the body has now converted all the used stored fat into energy. Next, human growth hormones start to increase dramatically. Now, 16 hours into it, the body starts to ramp up fat burning. 18 hours into it, guess what? Human growth hormone, once again, it starts to skyrocket. 24 hours into the fast now, you experience what's called autophagy. Autophagy is literally when all the cells that no longer serve you are shed and replenished and replaced by lively, strong, healthy cells. Next, drains all glycogen stores. Next, ketones are now released into the bloodstream. 36 hours into it, autophagy now increases 300%. 48 hours into this, autophagy now increases 30%. Now your immune system is just hit. It's reset, it's regenerated, and you've increased the reduction in inflammation response in your body. Now, 72 hours into a fast, autophagy maxes out. So there you have it. Food for thought.
And there's different forms, many different forms of intermittent fasting, so to say. Many different forms of it, as far as the eating windows, as far as the because you're going on, you can go on like a fruit fast, a veggie fast, a straight water fast, different results and things of that nature. But it definitely does wonders. It does wonders on the body. Matter of fact, it reminds me of this here, since I mentioned that in Daniel. Because believe it or not, being that these foods that we consume, because none of us are eating a perfect diet, and that's why I say, we just do the best that we can do. We make best of what we got. um, but nevertheless, the things that we do eat, the things that we do consume, you know um, contain a lot of chemicals. And when you read the back of labels, oftentimes there's a bunch of shit that you can't even pronounce. And nevertheless, this is the stuff that we're putting in our bodies. Well, oftentimes, man, we need to detox. You catch yourself oftentimes feeling a certain way, have a certain moods, which is a lot of the chemicals that we're putting into our body. It has a lot to do with our mood swings and our attitude and whatnot. And again, it's why we need to more and more incorporate these things, such as detoxing and fasting. All right, to give the body time to heal itself, to repair itself. You know, um, Daniel chapter 1 and verse. Oh yeah, Daniel chapter 1 and verse 12. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Because, not to get too all into it, but basically when you switch your diet up, all right, when you switch your diet up, you will definitely feel the difference. All right, hell, there'll even be a certain glow about you. A matter of fact, when we read verse 13, it says, "Then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat. And as thou seest, deal with thy servants." So he consented to them in this matter, and proved them 10 days. And at the end of 10 days, their countenances appear fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. Thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse. So, like it said, because when you go into what this pulse, it's just basically, just to put it in modern terms, is basically like a green smoothie, straight up vegetables and things of that nature. That's pretty much what it is. Just to put it in modern terms. Because like I said, what we put in our bodies, man, it has a dramatic effects. And like I said, man, you wonder why you you might be feeling good one minute, but the minute you eat a bag of potato chips, the minute you eat the burger and the fries, you feel like shit. You feel like crashing out. You're feeling all depressed and sluggish. Well, oftentimes, like I said, man, it's what you're consuming. The chemicals in these foods is it messing with our body, man. And you see, like I said, because that stuff does catch up, believe it or not. That stuff does catch up. So, going back to, matter of fact, back in Ecclesiasticus 12, I'm sorry, yeah, Ecclesiasticus 30 in verse, I'm jump down to verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. All right, because that spirit of depression, and low self-esteem and low energy, a lot of that has to do with what is being consumed. And believe it or not, you switch up your diet, you start incorporating fasting, intermittent fasting. Like I said, there's different forms of it. As far as the eating windows, there's different forms of it. You can go on a juice diet, a juice fast, a water fast for a few days, a fruit fast for a few days, and guaranteed you'll feel the difference. Hell, I remember I was eating. I went a whole week without eating any meat, and I I felt the difference dramatically. I'm not even talking about like going on a straight vegan diet. No, I just cut off meat period for a whole week, and I felt dramatic results, dramatic changes. You know, just not eat meat alone. You know, so there's different forms of fasting. Like I said, different forms of what you can do. You got to pretty much be your own guinea pig. All right, but like I said, as far as that, having that depression demon, because that's what those are at the end of the day. Those are nothing but spirits. All right, those are nothing but spirits at the end of the day. You see, um, reading on, it says, the gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Love thine own soul, and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. Yeah, a lot of people out here stress eating and whatnot. These people just eating around the clock, man. They, don't give the immune system no type of break, no type of rest. The body has no, it gets no break. People are constantly eating around the clock, constantly spiking their insulin, and this is why mainly with our people they got diabetes and just all type of health issues. Well, when you incorporate fasting, your body basically resets itself. All right, because after the longer you fast, and that's why I just wanted to play this quick video. All right, because basically over the hours and over time, your body basically resets itself. It you develop more white blood cells. Basically detoxifies itself. It gets rid of all the toxic waste, the dead cells, and just everything that's not important. And then the body replenishes itself. All right, during this, during these hours that you're fasting, and from there you get a clearer mind. You're more sharp, more focused. These are some of the benefits of fasting, whether it be a dry fast or just intermittent fasting, right? Which basically intermittent fasting, you don't want to consume anything that spikes insulin, because like I said, that's the problem with a lot of our people. The body's constantly spiking insulin. And like I said, it's why a lot of our people are jacked up. Diabetics, obese. The gut health is ridiculous. Well, when you're fasting, again, you're basically giving your digestive system a chance to take a break and reset itself. Because once the gut health goes, then you're pretty much done. Because that's pretty much where the immune system is. The body's natural defense system. And like I said, once that goes, man, you're pretty much done. So one of the many benefits of fasting is, you give your body a chance to reset itself and to heal itself, to replenish itself. Get rid of dead cells, recreate new cells, new blood cells. Like I said, when you're fasting, hey man, you're more focused. That's why I said earlier, like, you notice you feeling good one minute, and the minute you eat something, especially if it's some bullshit, you feel like sluggish. They call it niggeritis. You get the itis, right? You feel like going to sleep, and you just feel like crashing out. Versus when you're fasted, you're more focused. You're more alert. You're more on point. You're more sharp, right? So verse 23 again. Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. So one of the ways that you can do this is incorporating fasting, intermittent fasting. Hell, every now and then, because Day of Atonement really shouldn't be the only day, one day out of the year where you go on a dry fast or fast at all. Take some time out every now and then to go on a dry fast. Now going back to the intermittent fasting, like I was saying, because with the intermittent fasting, you don't want to consume anything that's going to spike your insulin. So basically, teas. I drink a lot of green tea. You know, no sugar or anything. Water, obviously. Um, you know, if you just buy regular water, you can make it alkaline yourself. You know, just might add some pink salt or some lemon or some lime juice or whatever. You know, keep it basic, keep it simple, right? Because you know Jake don't like drinking water for shit, but hey, you got to drink water, Jake. You know, um, black tea, Slovakia, black coffee. You know, straight black coffee. All right. Um, but you got to be careful with that because you know the coffee does have its benefits, but you know it does have its pros and cons either way. You know, so you know, I'll just say don't consume too much black coffee, but you know when you need it. I drink. I hate coffee, but you know, like I said, it does have its benefits. It does have its disadvantages, but so I drink it when I need to. All right, when I have to, when I need to. All right, and there's other things out there that you can take that won't spike the insulin. You know, 0 calorie drinks. You know, and again, just be mindful of the ingredients. All right, but verse 24 says, "Envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time." So you see that stress, man, that worrying. You know, that's why a lot of Jake men, because we're all in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, we're all suffering. Death. You know, we're all dying slowly, anyways. That's why, as I read earlier, death is better than a continual sickness or a bitter life, because we're all, living a bitter life, and but nevertheless, we have joy in Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, because I'm gonna get this real quick. I'm kind of all over the place, but ultimately Yahweh Bashim Shai is the ultimate healer. All right, so I want to get this real quick in Exodus 23 and 25. "And ye shall serve the Lord your power, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee." So you see, man, all right, because Yahweh Shai, ultimately, he's our physician, all right? He's our healer. He's going to be, the one to end all this madness, you know. But as for right now, we here, we have a job to do, and, like I said, just me personally, my mindset is I don't want to be burdened upon brothers, I don't want to slow brothers down. I don't want to be missing camp because, whatever the case may be. Now, there's certain things that aren't in your control, but, and I actually experienced this. I had this mindset because of a particular health situation that took place last year. All right, where, it was exactly that. I was, kind of slowing brothers down, and, um, and I've been into health and fitness, um, since 2018, 2019, because hell, all my life, I was pretty much obese, real heavy, pushing 400 pounds, man, just depressed and sluggish and back pains and all type of stuff. But ever since, through the spirit, man, been on this health journey. All right, and a major tool. All right, because like I said, I was pushing 400 pounds, man. And now I try to maintain 250, 240, 250, so all that weight loss, and not only that, because like I said, that depression demon, all right, that low self-esteem demon, all those are nothing but spirits, and just a personal testimony for me. Like I said, a major tool that I incorporated, prayer and fasting. Prayer and fasting. I made it a point to where, once a week, I would go on a 24-hour fast, right? Go on a full day fast, man. You know, and then when I got used to that, I was going to 2-day fast, 2-day dry fast. You know, and then when I got used to that, a 3-day fast, man. You know, every week, from 1 day to a 2-day to a 3-day fast, dry fast, no eating, drinking, anything. And let me tell you this, man. There's a little sidebar, because listen, when it talks about that in Limitation 4, how listen, famine. A lot of people are going to be dying by famine. That's a horrible way to go. And like I said, just going on those 2-3 day fasts, man. Hell, a 1-day fast. If you're not used to fasting, then hell, you know, 1-day fast would be like death to you, you know. But them 2-3 day fasts, man, you know, listen, because after a certain amount of time, you really do start to, you know, go crazy, hallucinate. You know, it hurts. You know, it's hard. So when the fact that people are about to be down out here, they're about to be going days, weeks without food. You know, a famine, that is a horrible way to go, man. You know, that's a horrible way to go. But you know, especially like I said, these people, they're used to eating around the clock. You know, and wondering around these people wondering why they're all bugged out, man. You know, you don't give your body no type of break, no time to regenerate itself, replenish itself, or anything. Just constantly overworking, overloading the body, man, overloading the immune system and whatnot. You know, but with that fasting, man, like again, it's a very, very, very powerful tool, very underrated yet powerful tool. You know, and for me personally, fasting and prayer, you know, like the scriptures say, when I'm going to get, man, you know, because like I said, I dealt with that depression, demonic, suicidal, I dealt with it all, you know. Um, you know, back then, you know, you know, the shit doesn't really phase me now, you know, but back then, yeah, man, and when I started fasting, praying, and really taking it serious, you know, and not only that, because in this time period where I was, you know, fasting 1, 2, 3 days, that's when the Lord was revealing things unto me, you know, as far as breakdowns, and you know, the spirit, it'll deal with you. The spirit will sup with you, so you'll get more revelations and understanding. Because again, you're more in tune with the Lord anyway, so you know the spirit will sup with you. All right, like I said, your prayers are more magnified. You know, think of it like the express. You know, you get the when you send the mail out, right? Or no, or if you order something off of Amazon, right? Typically, it takes 5 to 6 business days, right? Where if you get the express, they'll have it delivered the same day, right? Well, think of it like that when it comes to your prayers, all right? When you're fasted and when you're more in tune spiritually, all right? You know, that's kind of the case. But I'm gonna get this in Mark chapter 9. Mark chapter 9. Mark chapter 9, I'm gonna start at 25. When Yahushua saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto them, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him, and enter no more into him. And the spirit cried, and rent him sore, and came out of him. And he was as one dead, insomuch that many said, He is dead. But Yahushua took him by the hand, and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he was come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, Why could we not cast him out? And he said unto them, This kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. So again, the power of fasting is very underestimated, a very undermined tool. All right, you know, you can get rid of all type of demons. You know, just by fasting alone, you can get rid of all type of demons. Like I said, that depression demon. You know, that I want to kill myself and all that. You know, there's certain things you can do. There's certain things you can't do. Other than if you fast. You know, So I'm gonna just say this through the spirit, and I'm gonna say just saying this out of faith. All right. Expect for all those that partook in the Day of Atonement. Expect a level up. All right. Expect a power up. I mean, I at least I am for me. I'm at least speaking for me. All right, because I know when I go on these fasts and do certain of these things, yeah, it hurts in the moment, but you're gonna come back stronger anyways. Physically, all right, mentally, spiritually, all right, and I expect a power up. I expect a level up, you know, and to whom this may concern, hey, you can expect the same thing, all right. But yeah, man, there's many. Like I said, I could be here a whole another few hours just going into some of the benefits of fasting, but nevertheless, Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai, and shalom to you, hopefully elect.